welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an absolutely gorgeous day. So today I'm filming the third episode and the second last episode of my self-love Sesh series. I hope you have enjoyed it so far and I hope you continue on this journey. Today's episode is all going to be about perspective and how you can change your reality by changing your mindset. This is going to be about gratitude and goal setting and about kind of the law of attraction, I guess. So on my self-love journey, I kind of found that the real turning point for me was when I actively decided to make a conscious change within my mindset, within the way that I was thinking about myself, within the way I was thinking about my personality and how I impact other people. I've been born into this society as a collective with a completely unconscious I guess existence. Our insecurities actually help to feed a plethora of industries. Of course we're going to be told to believe that we're not enough. Did notice that the main turning point for me was when I decided to change my mindset and to change my mindset into, forming thoughts and opinions about myself that weren't destructive. When you actually change your mindset to believe that you are enough, you become enough. I just want to try and communicate this with you in the best way that I can, but it's hard for me to fully express my truth when I'm still kind of trying to find the words for it myself. Your perception creates your reality. Your perception morphs and changes and shifts everything that is in this 3D world into what you want to see, what you believe you are seeing, and what you think you need to see. The only voice that is really echoing and is yelling and screaming in your mind that is telling you that you are not enough is the voice of yourself. It's that toxic little voice that tells you, that sort of nags at you, You have a really good day, you have a really positive mindset, and then all of a sudden one tiny thing just triggers and brings back that voice into existence, and then you start to overthink. You start to question everything. You start to look back on conversations you've had throughout the day and wonder, was I enough? Did they really like me? When you wake up in the morning or when you go out and try to learn something new or try to achieve something that you've never achieved before, and you think to yourself and you say to yourself and you know that you are enough, you become enough. Because, what is enough except the fullest potential that you can possibly be in your own skin, within your own heart, within your own situation in the present moment? Let me tell you, if you weren't enough, you wouldn't be here. Now I want to talk about gratitude and goal setting. I think, in my personal experience, opinion, and the opinions of quite a few people in my life, that gratitude is the ultimate key to unlocking self-love within your own heart, within the hearts of other people, within the world. As soon as you are grateful, the world is amazing. Everything is a blessing. Something that particularly helped me, and I've been doing this practice for probably about, 3, maybe even 4 years now. Even when I was completely consumed by my own self-hatred, I was doing this, is writing down at least one thing that you're grateful for each day. It's all about the power of believing in yourself. Believing that, I can fucking do this. What in this whole world is trying to stop me? Believing that none of your dreams and none of your goals or aspirations are very far from your grasp, or believing that if they are far from your grasp, having faith and believing that events will occur just as they need to so that you will get what you desire. Gratitude is something that really will change and mold your existence into one that is formed and ruled by love rather than fear and self-hatred. And another thing that I would like to mention is goal setting. Goal setting is really good. I can honestly say that I don't do it as much as I should, but in my experience, it has really, really helped me when I have actually made a list or set some intentions in my mind or verbally about where I want to be within myself, where I want to be within this world, and where I want to be as a person. To align mine kind of with the lunar cycles, so I look up like the moon energy and stuff and know what I'm working with, know what's happening cosmically, so I know how it will impact my manifestations. However, with goal setting, I'd say a month of a time frame is really good because, you know, a new month, a new start, it kind of just feels more like a conclusion, and, you know, with the lunar cycles that often helps as well. Something that is quite important when you're goal setting is writing in the present tense. That is another kind of manifestation, and you can actually goal set in the form of gratitude. That is also another way to manifest. But just talking about goal setting here, you could say, for example, within the next month, I am going to learn to embrace and love my smile. On these gratitude lists, it not only sends this message out, you need to really feel this within you when you're writing this, or when you're thinking this, or when you're saying this. I personally really like verbal gratitude and manifestations. Like, I like to record them on my phone because I like to listen back to myself. This is because when we transmit words into the universe, our words are like spells. You know, our words, we listen to our words, whether we realize it consciously or subconsciously. We are listening, and we are learning, and we are growing, and we are changing. And the way that you talk and the way that you express yourself in turn helps to shape and change your reality. And by this I mean, if you are every day saying to your friends, I look ugly in this, from your perception, you're kind of telling the world, you're telling your body, you're telling yourself, your mind, that you look ugly in this, and it's trying to believe you. Whereas when you use words for good, when you use words in a positive way or in a grateful way, everything starts to change and shift. And I think I did mention this one in my last video. It's all about mindset, you know. Once you change yourself from the mindset of I am hurting to I am healing, that begins your journey. And you might get frustrated with yourself because next month you don't fully love yourself, or next month you haven't embraced the full extent of the beauties of your body, or next month you still feel self-conscious around other people. But you cannot let that shame inside you, because that shame will stop you from growing. Shame is a form of fear, and fear prevents growth. Shame is blaming yourself for something that is completely out of your control. And if you are trying to make an effort, if you consciously put in the hard work to love yourself and to accept yourself for who you are meant to be, then that is honestly praiseworthy in itself. You do not have to achieve self-love by next week. You do not have to achieve self-love by next month. For God's sake, there's still days when I struggle with my personality. There's still days when I struggle with my sense of self-worth. It is something that we all go through, all of us. Some people to a lesser extent than others, but all of us go through it. And it is a continuous journey. However, if you are stuck in a cycle of continuous self-depreciation and continuous self-hatred, and you consciously decide to get yourself out of that, every single step that you take, whether you realize it or not, is on the pathway to feeling better about yourself. This is the thing, when you set an intention, everything kind of moves. Like, you know, when you're in this kind of place, and every other path that you could take spirals out around you. And when you change your intentions and choose to walk a different path, everything in the world kind of works to change and shape this existence so that you stay on this path. And it's very hard to explain, and I probably sound like a big hippie, but that's my truth. Perspective shapes your reality. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. The way that you are in here is projected outwards, and what kind of happens is you flood this out and it reflects back to you, and you think it again and again and again and again. And what I'm trying to help you guys do by making these videos is to help you break out of that. And something I like to do every day is wake up blessed and go to bed grateful. And I hope you guys work towards doing the same, because I obviously have this platform for a reason, and my reason is to make the world a better place, to make people better people, so that you can discover the best version of yourself, and that you can discover the best version of this world, and we can all work together to make it a nicer place. Anyways, I think I've said everything I need to say. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I really love you all. Thank you for being here. It means so much to me. See ya.